Yo, WFPN, welcome back to another episode, man. We're here with another guest, and this guy is not new to the room or the show. He's been on here multiple times, and we're excited that you're coming back because that means you're being consistent. Please, for the people that don't know, introduce yourself and tell them what you do.
Yeah, what up, everybody? Nook Turner, born and raised Austinite, and I fight for everything that's progressive for our people in the city, whether it be music, community events, outreach, youth advocacy. Like, if it's for us and to make us better, I'm probably, somewhere around there.
Hey, everybody clap it up for Nook, man. He's a friend to the room. I'm glad he's able to come back. Y'all know we talk to movers, shakers, and tastemakers, and Nook is all three of those. You mentioned here that you got started around 97. I want you to talk about what it was like then for what you were doing. And because we got to bring it full circle. So talk about what it was like then for you and how that kind of put the battery in your back to turn it into what it is now.
Well, Jump On It started in 97. I had an interview earlier with the Chronicle, and they was telling me I left out prior to that, so it just seemed like I was just this kid that fell out the sky, met Dorothy Turner, and got turned on. So I was already, doing things in the city and touring with McGruff the Crime Dog, and doing songs when I was young and doing a lot throughout the city and the projects and all of that. So, but yeah, Jump On It started in 97, and what made that different than what it is now is we had a community. Like I was saying earlier, back when Jump On It started, the East Side was still the East Side for us, and you had a captive audience of thousands of people already in the neighborhood, where one big majority of our crowd that Jump On It back then was walking distance.
Yep. Wow.
Back then our thing was reclaim your thing. We was saying jump on it to reclaim our community before we lose it. And obviously we end up losing it because we didn't really value it. But what was different then is, you could go to all the apartment complexes, the neighborhoods. I'm from O2, born and raised over there. So it wasn't hard to galvanize O2, which brought out thousands of people. And then once it started catching on throughout the whole city and on the outskirts, like it was a whole nother level, but we still had a community. We still had culture. Yeah. Absolutely. We still had something to look forward to, waking up in the morning and being proud to be who you are, versus now the East Side is not the East Side. It's not even called the East Side. It's called Central Austin now.
Central Austin now.
And and you see others enjoying our sweat equity. You see, and I say this all the time, but it's just so real every time I say it, is you see dogs have better lives than our kids do. They get treated better.
They love the dogs here in Austin.
Beat a dog on camera and see what happened to you. Beat one of us on camera, and it's a whole different story. We got to come out and ride and trip out and all that just to get a piece of equality. And definitely we're not getting no equity in it. So to see it now with Jump On It is different now, is we don't have a captive community. So everybody's scattered, and we've been having to be nomadic and moving to different locations and trying to get in where we fit in, because one thing they fooled us with is we don't own nothing.
Yep.
So, you have a historic black park, and then they're scared to have black events there. Like, it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Shit ridiculous. So, you have historic black colleges, HBCU, and you can have your events here, but you can't have too many of the young black ones here, because we don't want them on the campus seeing how great life could be if they get educated, because we're scared of them.
Understood.
And that's shit that happened that we deal with, that we still fighting to, change.
And you're still fighting that fight, man. Like the fight has not changed, but you still putting gloves on. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to. I don't have a choice, because like they say, you never lose if you don't quit. And I feel like if I quit, it's not about me losing. I just feel like the city gonna lose. Jump On It is probably the longest, one of the longest, at least lasting programs in the history of the city. When Jump On It is no longer, it's just really like that final nail in the coffin to say we really out. And, I can't on my watch do that, especially when I know what it can do if we just finally kick the door down. And now we understand what we messed up with in the past and not let that repeat itself again. So we messed up in the past is we wasn't getting ownership. We wasn't coming together, working together, And now we gotta own everything we touch in order to make our own decisions. And we know that now. So I'm still in the fight, but I'm from a different side because I didn't understand that then.
Fighting smarter now.
Even with the game, they fooled us out. Everybody started a nonprofit. And I see all my people, everybody want to do a nonprofit. There's nothing wrong with a nonprofit, but you can't own a nonprofit.
Yeah.
So if you start a nonprofit, you better partner it up with your for-profit and have something that you can own, that you can really make your moves through.
Yeah.
And that's what they got us at, is they got us out of not being owning our stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You speak about Jump On It so passionately, and I love that. I remember going as a kid,
Yeah.
you know, my father and my uncles all bringing us out there. Is there anything other than Jump On It, because I know you're proud about it, but is there anything that's happened within the last year that you want to acknowledge that you are absolutely proud of? And if it is Jump On It, you could definitely speak on it.
Well, I'm gonna say this: like your family, basically, like they was there when I was getting started and was my inspiration, and so I'm always pay homage. And
That's awesome.
yeah, like they put me on and showed me and taught me. My mom was taking me to the clubs when I was young, and I would go see them perform. And yeah, so I learned. So you always gonna get, you know what I'm saying?
I love
For
that.
me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And we appreciate you.
Oh, for sure. But one thing that happened this past year is I finally dropped the album. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about
Okay,
it.
yes,
I'm gonna clap
yes,
myself for that.
yes.
Let's talk
They
about it.
made me realize earlier today that it had been a 10-year gap for me dropping a project.
Yeah.
So yeah, I dropped my album and I'm happy about it. And it's the beginning of the new Nook Turner and kind of where I'm at with it and how it still makes sense. Cause we was talking about all the younger artists and everything. And so the questions are always like, where's your place in this? So why do you still do this? And
Yeah.
and my thing is, once you can touch the people's hearts, you got them. And I still got music that can do that.
Yeah.
So it ain't about trying to be cool and trying to be 20 years old again and live that. It's about being real, still being young enough to be relevant. But I'm going to be able to hit you in your chest and you're going to feel what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And the movement is real. It haven't stopped.
Exactly.
So that's my accomplishment this past year. Is I dropped my album, The Hustle.
The hustle.
And
Okay.
it's doing numbers. It's over like 6 million streams
That
right
joint
now.
with Boosie is crazy. I for sure heard that.
Okay.
For sure,
Yes.
Yeah, we getting ready to. As soon as Jump On It, we got the way. I'm going on the road. Like we gonna make that happen. My favorite song on that project is Overnight Success because I finally got a chance to tell my story.
Okay.
A lot of times people don't know the story and they don't know what's up. So it's hard to garner support sometimes when people don't really understand what it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They can only go off what they see or what they think. And a lot of times believe none of what you hear and half what you see. So you really don't know
Ooh, say that.
none
Yeah.
of it. And people don't know what I went through just to make Jump On It happen.
Yeah.
You know, even the haters out there that got something to say, if they really knew what a person was going through just to pull some of these things off, they would really kind of be like, yeah, I can't even really hate on that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's more than you've done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the
Yeah.
main thing. I don't like to give attention to hate, but you brought it up, so I want to mention it.
Yeah.
Every time I never hear people who have done more than the person they're hating on hating. No, I'm so serious. Like when I hear because now that we've done media for about 4 years now, we've talked to a lot of people in the city, so we start getting like dissenting opinions.
Yeah.
And I look at the people that have dissenting opinions, and I'm like, but you haven't done more than him.
Yeah.
So like you can't really criticize him because you haven't done what he's done or more. And
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons I'll never hesitate to bring you up here, Nook, because you're doing the work. You got a mouthpiece for show.
Yeah.
But you have the work that matches.
And I've learned throughout doing all this shit is like, I respect everybody's opinion
Yeah.
because everybody's not a hater.
Yeah.
Somebody just may have a different opinion and different outlook. And I learned to listen to those things because those things can make you better too.
Exactly.
So I don't have a problem with criticism. I don't have a problem with somebody not liking something I do because hell, I might not like what I did after that. But my key thing is I respect it and I use it as fuel to make me better.
Yeah.
And then for the false stuff that go out and all of that don't do nothing. Just make me keep going and go harder because every hero always had an antagonist. So I ain't even expected, you know, even God got an antagonist. You feel me? So
Man.
who am I to be
Absolutely.
mad about some antagonists? They actually validate the fact that I'm doing the right thing
Exactly.
and what I'm supposed to do. Because if everybody was liking and everybody was down with it, it wouldn't be real.
Right.
And you know, we don't always see eye to eye with our parents.
Yeah.
And they birthed
Yeah.
us, you know what I'm saying? and they gave us
Why you have
everything.
to take it there?
But just
oh,
fact.
man,
So-
you just made it hurt.
So if I'm not gonna always see eye to eye with my mama or my daddy, then how the hell I expect
Nah.
somebody to always be, you know what I'm saying, in
Exactly.
agreement with me? So it's not about the disagreement. It's about finding out what a connection is in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then if there is no connection or it's not valid, it's not valid. But a lot of times you got to really listen to what's going on so you're not in a delusional world and you miss a nugget because it didn't come to you how you thought you was going to get it.
Exactly.
You feel me? A diamond don't come to you how at the ground and raw. It don't look like it looked
Yeah.
when it hit the jewelry store. So
You got to cultivate it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you're not going to, the stuff that really means something is never going to come to you in the way you
Yeah.
think it's supposed to be. So
Yeah.
if it's not shiny and looking good up front, that don't mean that it's not something real. So
Yeah.
when I say hate, I'm talking about somebody that know the truth and they still on some BS and they on that. But if somebody just talking negative or down, they might just need to see the other side of it and understand what it is. So
Exactly.
I'm old enough now to respect that, and I done spent enough money on lawyers and bonds and all that on that other side. You feel me? So I don't be on the other side no more.
Right,
You
no,
mad
no.
at me, but I'm the one in jail now. You know what I'm saying?
And it get pricey
Yeah.
for those of y'all who
Yeah.
don't know. It's one of the God it gets pricey.
Yeah, so it's easier for me and it's more peaceful for me. So
Yeah.
I'm learning to live in peace, man. We right now, Austin, we losing so many people, man. Like
Yeah.
it's on a regular basis. So only thing you can do is protect your own peace, your own sanity, and do what you're supposed to do. So so I got peace. I'm cool with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's how things are able to be consistent, because if you don't have a head about where you're going and what you're doing, it won't last.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year, Jump On It is June 1st through 8th. I want you to talk about who people can be excited to see, and I want you to tell people exactly what's special about this year, man. Please.
Thank you. So I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be excited. This is who you should be super excited to see when you come to Jump On It week.
Yes, sir.
Y'all ready?
All right, let's do it. Hey, we're gonna do it.
Yo, damn self, black people seeing black people.
Hey, we're gonna clap it up for
I
that,
love
man.
that.
We're gonna
Black
clap it
people
up for that.
seeing black people. That's what I'm
Yes,
about.
yes, yes.
And bringing us together. It's not even about the celebrity. It's about community coming and loving on each other.
Exactly.
And then the other piece of that is coming to Jump On It week and being who you are.
Authentically.
That's one thing that we lack in the events and stuff that we have that's supposed to be cultural. It's always a caveat or a box that you got to fit in to do that. Jump On It, don't do that. Jump On It serve the have-nots, the bougie, the regular, the so-called whatever, ratchet, ghetto.
Yeah.
I don't care about all that. Come and see your own and love your own.
Exactly.
So that's what that's about, is really bringing the community together.
Yeah.
But on the artist front and special guest front, that Sunday, June 1st, we got the Sheer Pro Conference. The keynote and the guest that day is Rashida from Love and Hip Hop.
Hey.
And
yes.
they're going to do a Boss Moves luncheon with food, The Taste of Atlanta, catered by Tater Q.
Hey.
And that's going to be where we're going to elevate our black females in the city, but they'll get a chance to sit at a table with other bosses and millionaires and moguls and actually talk about boss moves and things that can be done to make, our city better.
Yes,
love that.
yes.
And so Jump On is always about that connection. Nook is always about that connection. And so we're going to start off letting the females get connected, and then we're going to elevate them, and we're going to turn up with the whole Sheer Pro Conference, the Sheer Pro Awards, product launch, that kicking out. We letting the females lead the way this year and kick off the week. But throughout that week, we got our big events is the Black Embassy Day, which is that Monday, June 2nd. That's where we're going to bring the city back to the table to talk about the Black Embassy and what we fought for to get restitution for Black Austin. That's still alive and well. So we'll have city management, we'll have dignitaries, and we'll have the community there and we can discuss some more of the developments of that. One thing that we're doing new this year is we're doing a citywide scavenger hunt.
Hey, talk about it.
Okay.
The purpose of this scavenger hunt, that's on Tuesday, June 3rd. The purpose of it is, when I said earlier, when we don't own nothing, a lot of times we lose what we got because we don't know the value of it, right? So if you don't value something, it don't matter if they take it from you. It don't matter if they relocate you because you weren't really locked in on where you was.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to use that scavenger hunt to really teach the history of the city,
I love that.
to really
Yeah.
show our historical
I love that.
places, to really show who our great ancestors were in this city. Once we really understand who we are in Austin and how great we was and that we built this city,
Yeah.
we're going to look at it different when we see other people come here and enjoy this shit and they didn't put in the work or got the blood, sweat, and tears to make it what it is. And once we get angry about that, we can channel that into rebuilding anew.
Yeah.
So that scavenger hunt, we gonna cover the whole city, even West Austin,
I love
because
it. Oh,
we
shit.
started over there. We started over
You say
there.
we going back over there. Okay.
We going back home, baby.
Okay, okay.
Like, yeah, all the spots that you see the others populate, colonize, and gentrify. A lot of times we are the ones that tilled that land and made it fertile. Then once it got fertile, they moved us out and then grew their crops there. See what I'm saying? They give us the desert,
Yeah.
and we go out there in the desert and grow some crops. Like,
and grow something.
and grow something.
And
You
grow
like,
something.
they can grow over there. All right. so they so that scavenger hunt on that Tuesday, June 3rd, is the first time we're doing this, and we really gonna teach the history of the city. And then what you gain and get during that scavenger hunt, you bring it Wednesday we bring it back to traditional Jump On It.
Okay.
Wednesday, it's going to be at Rosewood Park.
Love it.
Okay.
We back to the beginning
Yeah.
on that, but you bring everything you gather from the scavenger hunt to community day and you cash it in for prizes and benefits and all of that.
I love that.
So Wednesday is our Jump On It community day. That's going to be a reflection of the original Jump On It. Our headliner that day is OMB Peasy
Hey.
and Quinn NFN.
Shout out Quinn and Peace.
We
Right.
also putting together ATX Superset. I'm working with Dominican J on that. We want to put the top of the top of Austin on that and make that about Austin.
Yeah.
You know, and the original move and movement we had with Jump On It. If we can't be here permanently, at least we can come for a day and
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
make them other people scared. Put your dogs up because we got bigger dogs.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And just stay in the house. We don't want to see no jogging that day. Unless you running by the park to drop off a donation or something.
Hey, okay.
That's cool. That's cool. But anyway, then that Thursday we got the celebrity basketball game.
Okay.
What we doing different this year with that is we doing Austin versus Killeen.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So
Oh, Lord.
shout out to T Cato putting that together. My partner Stan, and yeah, it's gonna be super dope. Like it's already going crazy. They got sponsors. The winning team now gonna win $1,000. We got dunk contest. and
Tell them come on down here.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
tell 'em come
crazy.
on
It's
down
gonna
here.
be crazy. And then part of Jump On the Week is what we call Fat Gator Weekend. That's Friday through Sunday, and that's where we do more of the adult activities.
Okay.
We kicking off though on that Friday Water Park Day. First ever Jump On It Water Park Day.
Okay.
That's gonna be at
Awesome.
Typhoon, Texas. That's our partner
Oh,
this year. So
yeah.
That's awesome.
you know, bring the babies out for that. Come out, adults only, whatever you want to do. We gonna get it turned up at Typhoon, Texas. Then at night we're doing the first ever Jump On It comedy show. And that,
okay.
and that's
You got a lot of firsts. I love that.
No,
hey, you got to change up.
stopping.
I did a
Yeah.
comedy show during Black Friday for
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving, and it sold out. So I was like, you know what, let's try to do it again.
Yeah.
There's a market. There's a market for it.
It's a market for it. We need to laugh through everything we going through. Like laughter is
Exactly.
medicine. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
shout out to Shaka for that phrase. I did not create that.
No. 100%.
But yeah, we're doing the Water Park Day on Friday, then the comedy show, and then our biggest event that's a for-profit event is that Saturday, which is the Fat Gator Lake Festival.
Okay.
And this our third year being at Walter E. Long.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's gonna be huge. We got a lot of activities that day. We have Fredo Bang
Hey.
is the headliner for the night concert.
Hey.
Okay.
We got a pool party that's by Erica Banks and Big J.
Big Jade in the
Okay.
cut.
And then The Row is doing a car and truck show earlier in the day. And we turning up at the lake, and that's gonna be crazy. And we hadn't even announced all the artists. We just got Diamond Girls on as one of the hosts for the pool party. And,
Okay.
This sound like the old Kappa, man.
and
Like,
that's
I'm
what
not
we
gonna lie.
that's what we trying to build. But see,
It sound like the old, like
That-
Fat Gator sound like the old Kappa.
that we got to get our own property for that to happen because
Yeah.
there's too many rules and restrictions. And not that we're gonna do nothing wrong, but
Yeah.
one of the rules you gotta be off at 10:00.
Man, that's when we.
Yeah.
You gotta be out
That's
at
when
10
we,
o'clock.
that's when we
And
just
when
getting
it-
kicked up.
Yeah. So we running from noon to 10. We going all day at Walter E. Long. And like I said, this city is crazy, man. Like you booked the lake, you got it in advance, and they don't tell you that they drain the water out the motherfucker. So
Oh wow, that's crazy.
you know, we go out there and see that, and it's like, you know what, we still resilient. We bringing a pool out here, and we're gonna have a pool party. We're still gonna do the whole thing. That little water that went down ain't stopping nothing.
Yeah.
But you know, they expect it to.
Yeah.
Right.
They expect you to chill out. You know, if we was a white organization or organization that fit what they doing, they gonna tell you before they make the moves, or they ain't gonna make the move.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They gonna wait till your stuff is over before they start doing that. But
Yeah.
they don't care when it come to our stuff. But we gonna still turn up. So yeah, the Lake Festival, that's Saturday, June 7th. And then Sunday, we always end our Jump on the Week with an all-white boat party.
All right.
It's our third year doing that. That's really my time to not have to work. That's the only day I don't work
Okay.
on that. So,
Good.
you know,
At least you get a day.
Yeah.
I get a day. I get a day to lay back. I don't got to think about nothing.
Yeah,
I
just-
tell my
just
staff,
relax.
hey, I'm gonna pay y'all in 2 weeks. We gonna do the boat party, enjoy it. I'm gonna sleep for about a week and a half. Then we good, and they all locked in. So
Where can people go to get tickets to this? Because we want people to start getting access right now.
jumponitweek.com.
JumpOnItWeek.com. Y'all can go there to get single day passes, full weekend passes, however you want to mix it up.
Volunteer, Vin, sign up as an
Hey,
artist.
volunteer.
We definitely need volunteers.
Yeah, absolutely.
We definitely
No.
need volunteers. So yeah, jumponitweek.com. You go to all the events on there. You can see the free events, RSVP for that. It's something for everybody. We cater to ages 0 to 99. And that's,
like
those
I
are
love
facts.
that.
I like that. Everybody clap it up for Nook, man.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming through to talk about it. Jump on it once again. Man, it's every year. I'm glad to see it happen. And when I see you make your announcement, I'm like, look at him. He did it again.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting.
I love it,
Because
man.
when I make them announcements, we still be 100,000 short. And I be like, we're gonna announce this and
let God do the rest.
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely,
So
man.
that's what we're doing.
And you're not the only one that's like, bro, man, I saw, and this is just kind of just on the topic of festivals. I saw recently for the first time in a long time, Coachella, they had more people putting tickets on consignment than any other year before. And so that lets you, that tells you what everybody's doing right now in this space. Everybody's manifesting.
Well,
So-
shit, y'all let that orange dude get in there and fuck the money up.
Oh Lord.
That's y'all fault. Shit.
Hey, don't go nowhere, WFPN. We'll be right back with our next guest. Yeah.
Oh goodness.